They say a man's beard holds his secrets, but in the case of the Blackthorn Keep, the beard is the secret. On stormy nights, the whispers of the Whiskered Whale haunt the cliffs. But tonight, Everett Greaves is about to discover that some legends are just stories. They're waiting, and they're hungry for revenge. Welcome back, everybody, to another Tales of the Beard, where we're going to dive deep into another great story. If you're ready, let's go ahead and get right into this. The wind howled through the crumbling ruins of Blackthorn Keep, a fortress perched on the edge of a sheer cliff. The sea crashed violently against the rocks below, and the moon hung low, bathing the shattered stones in an eerie silver glow. Legend had it that no one who ventured into the keep after dark has ever returned, their fate sealed by the Whiskered Whale. Of course, none of that mattered to Everett Greaves, the town's skeptical blacksmith. "It's just a tale to keep kids in line," he muttered, clutching his lantern tightly as he crossed the threshold of the keep. The cold air seemed to wrap around him like a living thing, whispering secrets in a language he couldn't understand. But Everett didn't scare easily, at least not until he heard the sound. A low, guttural hum, like the grinding of iron on bone, filled the air. It wasn't a natural noise. No wind, no animal, and certainly no man could produce such a sound. Everett's hand went instinctively to his beard, a thick cascade of auburn that he took great pride in. "What kind of idiot shaves before a storm anyway?" he whispered to himself, more for comfort than anything else. The people in his village had a saying, "Only fools and the bald dare Blackthorn." As Everett ventured deeper, he recalled the tale by the elders centuries ago. A master stonemason named Bramwell Blackthorn built the keep. Bramwell was renowned for two things: his unmatched skill and his legendary beard. Said to be so magnificent, it was woven into the mortar of the walls themselves as a symbol of his power. But Bramwell was betrayed by his closest apprentice, a jealous, clean-shaven man named Harlick. Harlick lured Bramwell to the cliffs and cast him into the sea, claiming to keep it and everything for himself. Bramwell's spirit, however, did not rest. It was said that on a stormy night, and all of the stormy nights, his disembodied beard roamed the halls seeking vengeance. Everett shook off the memory, the sound of his boots crunching against stone, the only thing grounding him. The lantern's flame flickered, casting elongated shadows that seemed to slither like living things. He finally reaches the grand hall, its vaulted ceiling long collapsed, revealing a patchwork of stars. A tattered tapestry hung on the far wall, depicting a figure with a glowing and flowing beard that seemed to shift in the moonlight. And then he saw it. At first, it appeared to be a trick of the shadows, a mass of tangled darkness writhing at the edge of the room. But then it moved. The shape rose, revealing a swirling, floating beard. No face, no body, just a massive spectral beard, coiling and uncoiling like a serpent. Everett froze. The air grew impossibly cold, and the lantern flickered out. The only light came from the faint, silvery glow of the beard itself. "Who dares disturb my keep?" A voice boomed deep and resonant, shaking the walls. Everett opened his mouth to speak, but no sound came out. The beard surged forward, stopping inches from his face. "You carry the mark," the voice rumbled, softer now but less menacing. What mark?" Everett finally croaked. The beard extended a tendril, brushing against Everett's own. Sparks flew. The beard writes line," the voice said. "You are my blood." Everett's heart raced. He remembered his grandmother's stories, how their family descended from builders and architects. But this was madness. "I'm no ghost skin," Everett said, finding a shred of courage. The beard recoiled. "You doubt your lineage? Then prove yourself worthy." Before Everett could react, the spectral beard lashed out. He ducked, the tendril slicing through the air like a whip. Instinctively, Everett grabbed a piece of broken wood and swung it. The wood ignited on Contact, glowing with an otherworldly blue flame. The beard let out a guttural roar, retreating momentarily before surging again. Everett's own beard seemed to come alive, bristling and extending slightly as if responding to some ancient call. The two beards clashed in an epic battle, tendrils wrapping, striking, and parring like duelists. Sparks filled the air, illuminating the hall in flashes of ghostly light. As the fight reached its climax, Everett's beard began to glow faintly. A memory, unbidden, surfaced in his mind. His grandfather, stroking his beard, saying, "Your strength lies in your roots." It hit him then. His beard was the key. "I accept my bloodline," Everett shouted, gripping his beard with both hands. The glow intensified and a wave of energy surged through him. The spectral beard let out a piercing wail, collapsing in on itself in the room. It falls silent. In the center of the hall, a faint figure appeared, a man with a long, majestic beard. "You have freed me," the figure said, his voice soft now. "My vengeance is complete." Before Everett could respond, the figure dissolved into light and the keep began to shake. Stones crumbled and the sea roared louder. Everett ran, barely making it out as the entire structure collapsed into the waves below. And so Everett Greaves returned to his village alive, but forever changed. The legend of the Whiskered Whale may have crumbled with Blackthorn Keep, but who's to say it's truly gone? Be careful when you stroke your beard in the dark, my friends. You never know who or what might be listening. Until next time, keep your beards bold and your imaginations wilder. This has been another episode of Tales of the Beard, where every story grows a little stranger. Good night, and stay whiskered. But every story needs an epilogue. Back in the village, Everett sat by the fire. He was nursing a drink. His beard seemed thicker, more vibrant, and streaked a single silver strand. When the villagers asked what happened, he simply smiled and said, "Never doubt the power of a good beard." But when he looked in the mirror that night, he swore he saw the faintest shimmer of a silver trendle moving just beneath the surface. The Whiskered Whale may be gone, but is it truly? Stay whiskered, my friends, and beware of the night. We'll see you next week for another episode of Tales of the Beard. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you didn't, I'm sorry for the 7 minutes and 45 seconds or so that's going on right now. But this is something that I think is going to stick around. Until next time, stay whiskered.
Unravel as the light fades from view. Tales of old and stories bold, secrets waiting to be heard. Adventures start with every turn. Welcome to Tales of the Beard. Tales of old and stories bold, secrets waiting to be heard. Adventures start with every turn. Welcome to Tales of the Beard.